We're experiencing a bull run. The president personally confirmed to us that cryptocurrency will be around for at least the next 4 years. We are going to make a ridiculous amount of money. Don't focus on the immediate future. It will drive you completely crazy due to the market volatility. It will divert your attention. Instead, focus on where the markets are going and where we will be in 12 months, 369. That is the thing you should focus on. Therefore, without further ado, let's get started with a Bitcoin investment of $85,000. As of right now, it has dropped 86% during the last day. With its current value of $2,125, Ethereum is down over 15. Following a dollar peg as XRP, both USD and USDC are still present. Boy, oh boy. 16.38% is the decline. $2.39, or slightly more than 3%, have been received in the last hour of the previous day. Not too long ago, I tweeted that if $250 was lost, you had best wait because all of the profits from yesterday would likely be lost. However, that is all right. At $2.80 trillion, the total market value of cryptocurrencies has dropped back below $3 trillion. One of us, Tile Wink, just tweeted. It's quite intriguing, but I enjoyed his tweet about it. Look, he says, although I don't have anything against ADA, Solana, or XRP, I don't believe they belong in a strategic reserve. Bitcoin is now the only digital asset in the world that satisfies the bar at that number. When he came out, he was different from the other Bitcoin maxis. The Winklevoss twins are Bitcoin maxis, as we know. That's all right. Everyone is free to be the maxi they want to be. I am an XRP maxi. We don't despise other cryptocurrencies, but many of you are XRP maxis. We despise and don't care about the other cryptocurrency. Since everyone is free to hold their own opinions, he says, look, I have nothing against them, even if we know that there will be several cryptocurrency winners in this market. And he believed that he had. But because he believes it has been demonstrated, he believes that Bitcoin should be the only asset in the strategic reserve. It is acceptable, given the amount of time and years it has spent in the markets. The man is free to think as he pleases. He doesn't seem any less to me. These folks come out and start claiming that cryptocurrency assets like XRP are Ponzi schemes. They are useless. They begin fabricating all of this false stuff. That's when these statements start to bother me. As anticipated, I released this morning following a crazy-ass Sunday. Holding 250 is crucial, or else we can witness a majority gain similar to how they destroyed XRP, and not just XRP. As always, people, keep in mind that it's Bitcoin season. Bitcoin still needs to run, so it's not quite coin season yet. I probably have a 95% probability of winning this. In a moment, we will pull up the chart to show that Bitcoin will drop again and re-enter the CME gap at 77 and 78,000. Actually, I believe it drops a little bit below that before the moonshot appears, but keep in mind that these markets can rise just as quickly as they can fall, and the more valuable an item is, the higher it will start to rise. Let me give you an ideal illustration of what happens when we notice these significant advances. One of the largest gainers overall was Cardano, which saw a 60% boost. Your asset will now be worth $60 if you make a 60% increase, and it is currently worth $1. On the other hand, you will make $3.20 if you do 60% and your asset is $2. That's what we discussed when these changes started to occur, and as we saw with XRP yesterday, the higher you are, the faster the price will rise. Yesterday, XRP accomplished an absolutely astounding feat. I'll pull up TradingView over here, okay? XRP accomplished a moonshot. All it was doing was running. You know, it was doing what we expected it to do for a while. What are we now examining on XRP? Here, we're witnessing a slight reversal, which is to be expected. There will be a correction for anything that runs straight up. Therefore, the key question is where we will find that support on XRP. If Bitcoin decides to close that CME gap, we'll jump to the Bitcoin chart, and I wouldn't be shocked if we start discussing a $2 to $1.90 XRP once more. That was produced in November, roughly around this area and that $77,000 area. Over the weekend, this occurred. 77,000, and we formed that margin by running up to roughly 80K over the weekend. We descended, we entered that portion of the opening. We looked at the price of Bitcoin both recently and currently, and we know the numbers we need to meet to know that this is going to be a successful run-up. Yesterday, that number was sitting at roughly 90. I am not familiar with numbers ranging from 96,000 to 100,000. Since I work in cryptocurrency and have been since 2017, when there was nothing in the markets and it was completely crazy to purchase some of these assets, it would appear that I am a gambler. As you can see, all of the resistance is rising, and the majority of it is sitting just above $100,000 for Bitcoin. I would attempt it, believing that Bitcoin would decline once again and test the CME gap. On this thing, how low do we go? We reached the lower 70,000, I believe. As you can see, we have Bitcoin support at 63 to 66K in the upper right corner. We don't go that low, in my opinion. Before the complete send occurs, I believe we will have one last chance to load up and stock up on all coins if we move into the lower $70,000 region. What do I hope will transpire here? Okay? I don't want this to be a lengthy, unpleasant correction or dip. All I want is for Bitcoin to completely retrace. Here, close the gap and begin to take action. I don't want the next few months to be spent on this. Bring it in, take the necessary steps to reach the $70,000 mark, and then let's send it back up in full. What does that mean for XRP, then? For XRP, it's really easy. Bitcoin will be followed by XRP. XRP will be dragged along with Bitcoin if it decides to decline again. Approximately $1.96, the all-time high from 2020, will be the first stop. We'll go back to this range if it is broken. The price was between $75 and $63. We do not wish for that range to be compromised. Alright, we don't want it to drop so low. How long will it take for this to happen? It's $1 million question. There are no crystal balls. No one could predict with certainty when these markets would completely blow apart. I was informed yesterday that President Trump would announce Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and XRP. All of us will be included in a crypto strategic reserve. That wasn't in anyone's Runo cards. Regretfully, I wish I had, since I would have obtained a sizable market loan. Trump did the same. Here's what I want to say, though. Alright, and the daily close is still a few hours away. We'll be in a good position if XRP can rise back above the $250 range before the daily close, and if Bitcoin can rise back above the $90,000 range. Asia has started waking up, though, as the markets have been showing signs of distress. They have been lowering it even lower. I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin for the time being, but I'm not concerned about it. You shouldn't worry about it either, as we all know where these markets are headed and how 2025 will conclude, with gains that will change your life. Simply follow the strategy, follow the plan, and focus on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still ongoing. There is plenty of space for it to run. Though it won't be a straight moonshot up, XRP still has a lot left to run. It will be a rocky trip, so if you can't handle the volatility or the bumps, go outdoors, touch some grass, and return in a few days when it will all be over, and we will begin delivering these markets in full force.